يا لغتي عربية حسبي بأنك منطقي وبياني عربية قلبي.
One never guy come over, I think it was Ali Dawa,
Yeah.
and he said they hate preachers, don't talk to them. Those girls should be able to make their own opinion whether they hate preachers.
How can those girls make their own opinions
Why
when
not?
they have never in their lives studied a word of Islam? They don't, like Raj, you said, I don't know anything about Indian history. You said that, right?
Well, if I said that, maybe I can't remember. But
Do you know the history of Aurangzeb? Or even the Punjab?
I know enough that I don't like him.
Okay,
That's all I need to know.
fine. These guys are really annoying me. I don't know why. Okay, yeah. I am sure that you don't know enough about Aurangzeb to either love or hate him. I'm
No,
sure.
I know enough to hate him.
Okay, what do you know about him?
But he bricked up two of the Gurus, the 10th Guru's sons,
Yes.
who were 6 and 9.
Yes.
Zara and Fitna saying he bricked them up alive
Right.
for not converting to Islam.
Okay,
So that's enough for me to hate Aurangzeb.
okay. Very good point.
And
Aurangzeb.
and Muslims the Muslims even objected to it.
Right, okay.
And there's Muslims that seek to
Right.
appreciate
Okay.
now because
Now
they condemned it.
I will question that notion.
So just that one thing
Yes,
is enough.
You're
for me.
talking about the two sons of Guru Gobind Singh Ji,
Yeah, yes, Zara
right?
Fitna Singh.
Okay, and the mother of Guru Gobind Singh Ji.
Yeah, Mata Gujari.
Okay, right. You are claiming that Aurangzeb was directly responsible for
Wazir Khan, who was his general.
Wazir Khan.
He was
Yeah.
his general.
Yeah.
And he was in direct
the
line
governor
with-
of Sirhind.
He was the one that
Yes.
ordered the execution because they
Yes.
didn't convert to Islam, and he buried them alive in bricks.
Can someone take these guys away, man? Can someone take this joker away, please?
So for me-
Someone just pull him away.
So for me, a 6-year-old, that's enough just for that one thing for me to not like Aurangzeb because I was under his rule, and Wazir Khan was his general.
Wazir Khan.
Wazir Khan. Yeah.
Wazir,
so
yeah,
for me,
Wazir,
that's
yeah.
enough. I don't need to know
Okay,
more about it.
fine.
He could have loved these
Right.
kids. I don't care.
If my
could've
son,
given- you
if
could've
my
given
son
the
Musa, if my son Musa has been appointed by myself to run our bedroom or our living room, let's say I'm the owner of the house and I'm living in my bedroom upstairs in my library, I'm busy doing my work, and my son, I've told Musa take care of the living room, and in the living room Musa creates a chaos. Let's assume he creates a chaos, okay, and I never commanded him to do it. I was never directly responsible for it because I've given him certain duties and he does his job in a bad way. He makes a mess of his job. Am I to blame? Especially when I have no knowledge of what's happening.
This is a completely different analogy. I don't want to go into that because this is too complicated. I don't like Aurangzeb.
So when you
no matter what you say, I don't like the guy. He's a complete.
If anything-
he's a complete monster to me. So no matter what.
Why?
Because he killed millions of Sikhs and Hindus.
Where?
In
Where?
Punjab and India.
Where? When? Who did he kill? How many Sikhs did he kill?
We're not going to get into all this kind of
No,
political
but
macro stuff. I'm
no,
not gonna get
Raj,
into that.
either you know.
Let's go back.
No, Raj.
All I know.
Raj, either.
If you making claims, I would like to know.
No, I didn't come here to talk
Can
about that.
can someone
making
request
claims
from this
though.
guy to
It's
move
not
down?
fact.
And you are not able to
It's
substantiate
fact.
any
It's fact.
fact.
It's fact.
Raj, how is it a fact when you cannot give me the references?
Just because I can't give you the reference, it doesn't mean it didn't.
I know the references.
I'm just not. I'm just,
Raj,
I'm not qualified
Okay,
enough.
hear me out.
I'm
Hear
not qualified enough.
Hear me
Just
out.
because I can't say what the moon is made of, it doesn't mean the moon isn't there.
Raj, hear me out, and then you can go and research.
Yeah, I'll research and we'll come
right.
back.
Aurangzeb was not directly responsible for the killing of Guru Tegh Bahadur, the 9th Guru. He was not.
So who
Okay,
was?
we have no evidence from the Muslim sources, the Mughal sources, and the Sikh sources. The Sikh sources have a lot of stories made up, no doubt. The Sikh sources, the details they give about the killing of those two boys are absolutely amazing. You know the detail. Like we have the Shia tradition. Wait, let me finish. Let me finish.
these two
Please
boys
let me
were
finish.
killed.
Yeah.
So
let me
whether it
finish.
was done in a
Wait, no.
particular
We
way
don't
or
know. We don't know.
whatever,
Wait.
the point is they died.
Wait. Like, Raj, let me finish. You will understand where I'm coming from. We have some people from the jungle. Can someone take him away? Can just Can we move forward? Can we move forward, please?
Come on. Whose bag is it? Whose bag?
Because these people, unfortunately, yeah. So where's Raj gone? Oh, sorry. No, Raj. I really want people to learn through this. The reason why we're having this discussion is not because of you or me alone. It is there are people watching out there. They can take away this information and do something with it. That's one of the reasons why we're talking. Okay, I really want to fix this problem, whereby the Sikhs actually think that Aurangzeb
This is way too complicated for us to do here.
Right.
And it's unfair for me to talk about a subject matter which I'm not.
But let me talk.
I know, but
I'm not going to be long.
You can talk, but for me, it's pretty clear cut.
You can come back
Can
to
I just
me.
say something? It's very clear cut for me.
Aurangzeb, yeah.
was the Mughal emperor.
Yeah.
The people under him were in his charge.
Right. Okay.
He holds the ultimate responsibility when two boys are executed at 6 and 9, in my opinion.
So you hold him responsible.
I hold him responsible.
Okay. Wait. There are few.
Don't use a dad analogy about
Okay.
son.
Okay. No problem. No problem. There are few problems with that claim. Problem number one: Aurangzeb governed almost 95% of India. He governed the largest territory ever governed by a Muslim king in Indian history. The only other exception is Muhammad bin Tughlaq, who was alive in the 13th century, 1320s or 1325 to 1351. That's when he governed. Aurangzeb governed for nearly 49 years. He governed from 1658 to 1707. 1707 he died. As for the killing of the gurus, what we do know for certain from Aurangzeb is that he actually told his armies to leave Guru Gobind Singh alone. When Guru Gobind Singh actually sent him a letter, some people claim the poem Zafarnama, which is even contested by the Sikhs. Some of the Sikhs,
and the general swore on the Quran that he's going to let them go, but then
a lot of these stories are not authentic. Well, let me.
Well, that's what you say. I say it's authentic.
No problem.
It's not.
No, you can. Once you start to go into sources, you will see. You will see.
But this is why this argument or this conversation is pointless.
No, it's not pointless.
I'm going to say what.
It's not pointless.
It started off at one thing. Why are you calling Christians hate preachers? To now going over about Sikhism because
why not?
Because I
why
didn't.
not?
I think these guys.
No, you
saying.
You mentioned it. You mentioned it, Raj.
I need to confirm one thing. You said, you know what? Because of this, if I were to live in a country, I'm not going to live in a country with Sharia Muslims.
Yeah.
I would prefer to live in a Christian country.
Yeah, and I would.
Because you think Islamic country run by Islam is what? Something that you don't feel comfortable with.
And then you brought your jizya.
And then you brought the examples of Punjab.
Punjab was under
So
Sharia.
why don't you talk about Punjab?
The Punjab was under Sharia control and the Sikhs are paying jizya.
When was that?
This was probably between the 1700s to 1800s, just before Maharaja Ranjit Singh.
Well, Aurangzeb was not alive at that time.
He died in 1707.
1707.
Yeah, so 17.
Yeah.
17,
So Aurangzeb. By the way, you see, this is the problem. Problem is a lot of the people, a lot of the Sikh youngsters included, unfortunately, they have no idea about the history of the Punjab. I will invite you. Wait.
I know a lot about Punjab.
No, I know. I'm going to tell you to read a Sikh scholar, Jaswant Singh.
I'll read.
Jaswant Singh is a Sikh historian. Go and read his books on the history of Punjab and see what he tells you about the history of Punjab. Instead of using.
Hold on. Can I tell you how we got to this topic?
Yeah.
I was standing there talking to a Christian guy.
Yeah.
These guys come up with cameras and say he's a hate preacher.
Yeah.
I then got up and I said, look, I'd rather live in a Christian country than in an Islamic country.
Let's talk about it.
Because I don't want to be under Sharia.
No problem.
And I don't want to be under
No one can.
jizya.
No.
I don't want to. As a person who's not of the book, what would happen to a Sikh? Because you always going about
you don't mean Christian countries. You don't mean Christian. You mean secular countries. You mean secular countries, not Christian. If you were in a Christian country, you might be burning alive.
Secular countries are.
Because when Christians did have power, based upon their Christian law, as they saw it, like Calvin, in one of the purest Christian states that ever existed was under Calvin in the 16th century in Geneva. There were people being burnt alive. You know about that.
All right. So
yeah.
So say Christian secular state.
Sorry.
He would be happy to leave this because that's what.
No. I don't think he understands
I
that.
would prefer that than the Islamic state.
What, burning alive?
Yeah.
You would prefer that?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
Out of two, I think I could rationalise with a Christian.
Yeah, I don't understand that. Was Calvin a Christian? Was his state a Christian state? He called it. He called it.
Christian state.
I agree.
I agree. What I'm trying to say to you is that the Sharia is not very compatible with
Well, he doesn't want to. Raj, can we discuss that point very quickly? Let me finish my point on Punjab, and then we can go on to Sharia. I'm talking about that. No, wait. The Sikh history. Because you're a Sikh, you have certain ideas in your mind about Sharia, about living under Islam, Aurangzeb Alamgir, Nightmare. Okay, these names, you know, they kind of, send shivers through.
It wasn't a pleasant time.
Wait. Yeah, exactly. Let's talk about. You know what Aurangzeb said about Guru Gobind Singh historically. What we can actually show historically from documents. What he said about Guru Gobind Singh. Do you know about it?
I go by his actions.
What? You cannot prove his actions.
His dad was
executed. There is no.
His children were executed. His mother was executed.
His dad was executed.
And
you don't know what you're talking about.
And he was assassinated. So
you don't know what you're talking. His dad was not executed. Shah Jahan was not executed.
Are you telling me that Guru Tegh Bahadur wasn't beheaded?
Oh, you mean Guru Gobind Singh?
Guru Gobind
yes,
Singh.
Yes.
Okay.
He was beheaded.
And
why?
I'm
not going to. Why?
Know, but what I'm trying to say
Why? What happened?
We're talking about a subject.
But
I'm never going to agree with
listen,
you. Because I have
Raj, why was Guru
history.
Tegh Bahadur assassinated or killed or executed?
Because the Kashmiris, were threatened to convert to Islam.
That's the story. Where does the story come from?
It doesn't matter
where does the story come from?
Believe.
But where does it come
It
from?
doesn't matter. I believe.
No, it does matter, Raj.
The same way that you said that you believe whatever Allah says.
Raj, where does the story come from?
It doesn't matter where it comes from.
Okay, Raj, there's a blue monkey flying in the sky. Do you believe it?
But it's the same
No,
thing.
Raj, there's a blue monkey flying in the sky. Do you believe it?
Do you
believe it? No. Answer my question. Do you believe it?
I'm not going to even.
No, why not? There's a blue monkey. Raj, I just saw a blue monkey. I just saw a blue monkey.
Well, I'm telling you, we're talking about something, and we've got
no, Raj, you either believe it or not believe it. Do you believe that there's a blue monkey? I saw a blue monkey.
Do you believe the moon was cracked in half?
Yes, I do.
So
I do. And at least I'm giving you an answer. Can you give me an answer? Do you believe there's a blue monkey flying in the sky?
All I'm going to say to you is that
Raj, come on, man. How are we going to have a conversation?
We've gone south track. The point is you're calling people hate preachers in speakers.
Raj, we are over that discussion now. We're talking about something else now. Because you mentioned Punjab, you mentioned Sharia, we're talking about that. I'm asking you, why do you believe certain stories in the Sikh history? Why do you believe them? You cannot give me reasons why you believe in them.
Can I explain why I mentioned Punjab?
Can you provide any historical evidence?
Shall I pull out a book?
Yes. You have internet. Pull it out. You have internet.
It doesn't matter. I'm not
you back them with anything.
But can I say something? I'm not here to disprove or prove
you mentioned
anyone.
it. That's what they
Why
say.
did I mention it though?
Yeah, but it doesn't
one
matter
of these
why
guys,
you mentioned
Raj.
it.
One of these guys said that in the Christian countries, blah 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 blah, they've done a lot of
Christian
atrocities.
countries, they don't exist.
So I was trying to say under Sharia in India,
yes,
there was a lot of atrocities. I was trying to give a.
You're making claims, but you don't want to discuss them.
Views.
But Raj, you're making claims and you don't want to discuss them. I want to talk. I'm the one who wants to talk about.
But what do you want me
Can you believe it? A Muslim wants to talk about Muslim atrocities. I want to talk about them. Let's talk about them.
I haven't got no sources today.
So don't make claims. Don't make claims. Because I know the sources.
But Adnan, this is Speaker's Corner. I can say it.
Yes, you can. You have said it, Raj. Yes, of course, man. Am I telling you not to say it?
As a Sikh, all I said was that I would prefer to live in a Christian country than an Islamic country.
No problem with that.
What's wrong with that?
You're more than Raj. No, Raj.
Because as
Raj,
a minority,
I would buy your plane ticket to fly to a Christian country. Okay, if it existed. Wait, man. Well, please, come on, guys. Come on, please. Wait, can I finish? Can I
not have my opinion?
Yeah, you can. You are perfectly welcome. You're perfectly welcome to have your opinion. Where you want to live, you can choose. We have no problem with that.
Yeah.
We have no problem with your talking your mind, saying the things you're saying. This is Speaker's Corner. This is London. Thank God we have freedom of speech. I'm talking, you're talking. My concern is when you make claims, Raj, substantiate them. Prove them through historical research, historical references. I can make claims that all these people here are blue monkeys. For example, all of these people here are blue monkeys. Okay, now you're gonna say, are you stupid? Are you stupid? Why are you saying they look human to me? Then you should ask me for evidence. Why do you say, give me biological evidence, give me scientific evidence, or give me something to substantiate your claim? Now you're saying Islam, Sharia, India, destruction, mass murder. Are you making? Wait. You're making these claims. I'm simply asking, Raj. You're a Sikh gentleman, and I respect your opinions, but you have to give me references.
You're-
I'm saying Aurangzeb was not responsible.
Can I say-
We don't, from historical sources,
say something?
we don't even know if
Can I
those
say
boys
something?
were killed.
Hold on,
We
can I
don't
say-
even know if
can I
they
say
were killed.
something? We got the bodies, so we know they were executed.
Okay.
The point is that what I was trying to say was to give a more kind of objective view that Christians have committed a lot of atrocities, and so have Muslims, in the name of religion.
And so are Sikhs.
And so have Sikhs.
Yes.
If someone was here saying Sikhs are murdering bastards, I would care. I'll walk
No,
away.
we would never
This
say
is
that.
because-
We would
I'm saying
never
if
say
they
that.
did, I wouldn't call them a hate preacher. Like, I was just standing there, I'm talking to a Christian guy.
I'll ask you a question. If I said, Raj, I don't want to live under Khalistan or in Khalistan under the Sikhs, because Sikhs went around in the Punjab region in 1947 and they killed hundreds of thousands of innocent Muslims. There were Sikhs going around into Muslim villages, burning them, raping Muslim women, kidnapping Muslim children. There are reports, historical reports, eyewitnesses. I'm not going to use that and say I'm not going to live
But
under
what is
Sikhs.
the argument?
I'm never going to trust Sikhs.
But what is the argument? I believe that
just made the argument.
I made the argument.
He's trying
Just
to.
now, you know what he
He's
said?
he's
No,
trying.
do you know what he said? He says he's not going to use this example of this Sikh murdering and
But if he
destroying
didn't
Muslims.
speak his
Let me
corner,
make
I
a
wouldn't
point.
call him a hate preacher.
No, listen.
My point is, he
His
can say what he
argument-
wants.
Our hate preacher discussion is over.
You can
Our
say
argument
our
is quite
hate preacher
clear.
discussion is over.
He's not going to use your Sikh atrocities and then use this to make an argument like, oh,
That
don't
I
like
would never
Sikhs,
live under Sikhs. I would never trust
live under
Sikhs.
Sikh.
No, I know there are nice, beautiful,
What?
peace-loving, gentlemanly Sikhs out there,
What I'm
men and women. Sikhs are very nice
what I'm
people.
trying to say to you-
I love the Bangla music as well. I used to, by the way.
we got more than this one guy, man.
No, I know.
But the thing is-
I'm saying the
thing is-
culture.
I know,
The
culture's
culture.
great.
I know the Punjabi
I know,
language.
Punjab is the
I know
best,
the
man. I
Punjabi
know, I know,
language.
Punjabi is
I-
amazing. But the
yeah,
thing is, what
yeah.
I'm trying to say to you-
Because we have to go and pray.
Yeah.
Can we call a hate preacher a hate preacher? Here in Speaker's Corner.
I don't think the way you lot conducted yourself by surrounding the guy and saying, "Hey,
We didn't sound the guy. We came with the other guy to record.
There was like-
he was the one to condemn them, not us.
The guy was sitting- the guy was sitting down.
Raj, listen. We had this Christian cameraman who came willingly, voluntarily to condemn the hate preachers himself, not us, not Muslims.
The thing is, let me,
But what happened is, you suddenly took control of the conversation, it messed up, and he somehow evaded away.
Because we was having a
Wait,
conversation about
listen.
Christianity, and you disrupted it.
So we did not come here to condemn the hate preachers. He came as a Christian to condemn his compatriot, his Christian friends who are hate preachers. So let me ask you once more. Are we in Speaker's Corner allowed to call a hate preacher just by calling without surrounding?
And the question is, why are we not being called hate preachers? Mansoor has never been called a hate preacher. I don't, even by the Christians, even by these hate preachers, they don't turn around and say, Mansoor, you're a hate preacher. Or they don't say that to me. It's not because they like us. It's because we are not hate preachers. They have never seen us saying all Christians are guilty of believing in the Bible and all the vicious and barbaric verses of the Bible, hence therefore they are guilty. Okay, what they do is, to the contrary, when an attack takes place, okay, due to geopolitical reasons around the world, okay, they come here, like, you know, the Sikhs blew up planes. You know about that, right?
it's only once.
Okay, it happened, right?
terrible,
Yeah, let's assume that plane was blown up by the Sikhs, extremist Sikhs.
Yeah,
I
they're
came here and
assholes.
said, all Sikhs believe in the Guru Granth Sahib. There are verses in the Guru Granth Sahib,
But you
and
could
these
have found
verses
it.
led these Sikhs to do
This
that.
is the difference,
Therefore,
though.
Sikhs,
Can I say something? This is the difference. You could not find one violent verse in the Guru Granth Sahib.
you would be surprised.
We'll find it then. and
You
we'll
would
have a
be
discussion.
surprised. No.
What I'm trying to say to
No,
you,
wait,
in
wait.
the Quran, it
But
can be misinterpreted.
Exactly.
So-
I can pull out verses
What
and
I'm trying to say to you-
misinterpret
but
them.
what I'm trying to
Thank
say
you.
to you, and I agree with that.
Yeah.
But the point is, there are some dumb people in the world
Yes.
that will misinterpret it.
Thank you. And these are hate preachers.
But
They're not dumb. They're very clever.
but
They know what they're doing.
But the difference is,
Promote
with the
them.
Guru Granth Sahib, you could not make that mistake.
I want
Yes.
you to
because there's
speak
no
up.
way.
I
to
believe
make
Guru Granth Sahib has some beautiful
But
teachings.
I want you to understand one thing. These hate preachers, in inverted commas now for you know what they do? They say, you know what? ISIS is a good Muslim. ISIS is a good, they're good
Yeah,
Muslims.
they are true Muslims.
Yeah.
It's like me saying those Sikhs who blew up the plane are true Sikhs. They are the Akali Dal Khalsa Sikhs.
I don't agree with
you
that.
know.
But I still think the word hate.
No,
preacher
of course
is
you don't agree with that. Of course you don't agree. I don't agree with that. I don't believe the Sikh religion.
If they were saying, "Oh, we want all Muslims out of the country, we want to kill all Muslims," I would say that's pure hate.
Because of them, that's what Tommy Robinson.
that's what
and
Tommy
their
Robinson
people
is saying.
say.
Yeah, but you can't.
You know, Jay Smith.
correlate that
Jay
with what
Smith
they're
is a
saying.
close friend of
linked.
Tommy Robinson. Did you know that? Jay Smith and Tommy Robinson are very close friends. According to Jay Smith himself, Jay Smith calls him his good friend.
But
Tommy
do you
Robinson,
understand-
the man who is responsible single-handedly of causing, if not hundreds, possibly tens of attacks against Muslims around the country. Okay, and Sikhs, by the way, because some of these
first person
some of
to be
these
killed-
simpletons, they don't know that this is a Sikh or this is a
The first person
Muslim.
to be killed after September 11 in America was a guy with a turban on.
Did you see this video recently from Canada? The woman screaming in front of the Sikh.
Oh no, she knew he was Sikh.
No, she didn't.
I know.
She
I
come
watched
on.
the video.
She didn't know he was
If you
Sikh.
listen to it carefully, what she was complaining
She was
about,
saying Sharia, take your Sharia.
because he agrees with a particular law called M103,
Yeah.
which is almost like a sort of a pseudo kind of blasphemy law, and he agrees with that. You shouldn't criticize religions.
Yes.
And so she was, from my understanding, was protesting that, but it come across like she
But
didn't know.
finally, before I go, a lot of Sikhs out there, not you, a lot of Sikhs I'm saying out there, they have this hatred for Islam,
don't
Islamic
hate
history.
Islam.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm saying there are a lot out there. And this hatred is because of ignorance, not because of firm historical knowledge. Because if every single Sikh gentleman was to go and study the history of India closely, carefully, objectively, you would come away with different conclusions
Can I
completely
say something?
altogether.
I get the impression as well that a lot of Sikhs hate Muslims.
No, we don't hate
Because
Muslims.
Sikhs
you are talking about
Sikhs
yourself.
see the Mughals in the Muslims.
No.
They see the Mughals in the
What it
Muslims.
is- No, what it is, I don't like Islamic ideology. I'd be straight with you a lot.
What do you know about it?
I know
Raj,
some. The bits
like,
I
what do you know? What do you know?
So we'll talk afterwards.
Yeah.
Maybe in the future. But I
Yeah.
don't like Islamic ideology. But it doesn't mean I don't like you as a person, as a Muslim.
Yes.
Yeah, I can differentiate. I can meet anybody and I'll be nice to them. It doesn't mean I agree with everything. I don't agree with everything in Christianity. The Old Testament's
No, if
terrible.
I was to say,
Can you give an example of an Islamic ideology that you dislike?
Now, I can give you an
I hate the-
example.
I hate the
We'll be
jizya
able to
one.
the what?
Okay.
The jizya attack.
jizya.
What do you know about it?
It was implemented in Punjab.
Okay,
thingy.
before
So I know-
for you
I know it was
to
implemented.
for you to hate something, you have to know it, right?
Well, I know it's oppressive to non-Muslims.
Okay. No, for you to hate it, do you agree that you have to know about it?
Oh, I dislike it.
Okay. For you
that
to
better?
for you to dislike it, you have to know about it,
Well, I
right?
know it's a tax on non-Muslims.
Fine. But for
protection.
you to dislike it, you have to know about it, right?
But am I wrong? Is it a tax on non-Muslims
No,
or
forget-
people of the book?
But you said you dislike
I
it.
don't know, but can I say
Okay.
what I believe it is?
Or say I suspend judgment until know more about it.
But can I give my
Can you
definition
suspend
of the
judgment
jizya?
then? Can you suspend judgment?
I'll suspend. Can I give you
Oh,
my
good.
definition
Okay,
of
good.
the jizya? It's a tax on non-Muslims,
Yeah.
people of the book.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not a person of the book, so I don't even know what happens to me.
And what is it?
And it's a protection.
Yes.
And the people that, who don't have to pay jizya have to fight in wars. And if you pay the jizya, you don't have to fight in wars, but it's a protection for your rights.
What's wrong with that?
I don't believe any tax for a minority should be put in place. Everybody should be treated exactly the same tax.
What if
The same
what if
burden.
Muslims are paying more than the non-Muslims?
But then I think that's wrong as well.
No, but the Muslims are paying more.
The word-
So your
I mean,
your point about oppressive, you
it's
said use the word
psychologically-
oppressive,
but
right?
Psychologically,
How is it oppressive?
for me, I'm just talking about myself. Psychologically, it feels like I'm being taxed for not being Muslim. What if I wanted
That's
to
true.
fight? What
That's
if I wanted
true.
to fight
There's no
for
doubt about that.
What if there's a Sikh in Pakistan who's fighting for the Pakistani army?
Yeah.
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 I mean, imagine if
What?
Sharia-
Pakistan is not
So
governed by
would he-
Sharia.
Would he have to pay
Pakistan
jizya?
is not governed by
But
Sharia.
so say if it was, would he
Yeah.
have to pay jizya as well?
If it was a Sharia state, a
He'd
Sikh
have to pay jizya and
would
fight.
have to pay jizya.
And still fight for the country.
Yeah. Yes.
So don't you see how
No,
that is?
no, wait.
Say if he wants
there are
to.
Sikhs fighting for
Say-
Pakistan.
Yeah,
but
Yeah, they
It's
are.
just the Sikh soldiers, the
Yeah.
Sikh regiment.
No, let me explain now something to you.
So can you not see how that
okay.
seems
Do you know how much jizya how much jizya a Sikh or a Christian or a Jewish
It's not
man?
the point of how much. It's a principle.
Let's first step by step. How much jizya does have one?
I don't care if it was £100 or 150 and you only have to pay.
It is
It doesn't matter.
for a working class man, someone who is working class, he would pay 4 grams of gold per year, which is like £100. Let's say £100 per year, state tax. It goes to the state for what? State spends that money in protecting the minorities and the interests, their places of worship, their well-being, their neighborhoods, making sure that they are practicing their religion according to their own rules and no one is molesting them. This is the purpose. That's why they call
would you even need that
Raj,
for?
Raj, you can't interrupt me when I'm making a point. Wait.
Do they
This
have
is
to-
why
do they have to-
this is why people who are paying jizya are called Ahlul Dhimma. Ahlul Dhimma literally translated means the people of responsibility. It is the responsibility of the state, like we the Muslims now are a minority in Britain. Like it or lump it, you the Sikhs are a minority. You're not part of the majority. You're not English. Okay, you're Sikh. You're Indian. You are a minority. Ethnic minority they call you, right? Okay, the fact that you're giving that title in itself is discriminatory in my opinion. But leave that aside. You are an ethnic minority. You need protection. Why? Because when there's a riot happening like National Front in the 90s, they started to attack those people who were not white, and these racist attacks are taking place today in Europe. Raj, let me finish my point, then you'll understand where I'm coming from. Okay, so minorities need protection by the virtue of being minorities, by the very virtue of being minorities, because they are different. Minorities are minorities because they're different. Sorry,
50-50.
How?
Would we still say that the 50% was
Even if they were majority, let's say, okay,
So how can it
let's
be a
say,
minority
okay,
being protected?
that's a very good point. Okay,
doesn't
this
make
is-
sense.
Okay, because militarily they're in power. Okay, if
both of them
okay,
are in power and it's sharing?
it's not going to happen.
So you're
Then,
saying
okay, that's a good point now you made.
Yeah.
What if the non-Muslim power is more powerful than the Muslim power? Then they cannot charge jizya because they cannot protect them. Jizya is for protection. Like for example, what happened in Damascus when the Muslims came in to Damascus, they took the land from Byzantines, from the Romans, right? So when they conquered Damascus, the people of Damascus majority was Christian, so they came forward and they paid jizya. Now the Romans came back with a large army to take back Damascus from the Muslims. So the Muslims, Abu Ubaidah bin Jarrah, the leader of the Muslims, who was a companion of the Prophet of Islam, he said to the Christians of the city, come back and take your money. And they said, why? They said, we can no longer protect you because we have to now retreat to fight this big army that's coming our way. And if we come back, we will be on you, or we will live with you on the same terms, right? And the Christians, history testifies to the fact, not only Muslim history, there's a Christian historian, Dionysius, writing in the 9th century, testifies to the fact that the Christians cried when the Muslims left. Why? Because they wanted them to govern. They didn't want the Romans to come and govern because they were different. They were a different form of Christianity. They were Orthodox Syrian Church, and the Romans were Chalcedonians. Wait, yeah. So, no. But the Muslim behavior. Look at the Muslim behavior. He ordered his treasurer to give back all the money we have taken from the Ahlul Dhimma, or all the jizya we have taken, because we can no longer protect them.
Do they have to pay the zakat? Do the non-Muslims
No,
have to pay the
no,
zakat?
no. Muslims
So
pay more.
What about the fact that the Muslims have to pay 2.5%?
But he believes that's not discriminatory.
What I'm trying to say
The Muslims actually have to pay
when
more.
you look at this country,
And if a Muslim doesn't pay, what
I'm trying to
happens?
say to you is that when
If
you
a Muslim doesn't pay, what happens?
Can I say something, Adnan?
He's
I just say something?
reprimanded by the state.
Reprimanded.
What
Yeah.
you're doing in an Islamic state is you're making it them and us. And
No.
that in itself is
No,
dangerous.
no.
When one group has to pay a jizya
No.
and the other group doesn't,
Did you know there
for
were?
me, that's almost saying you're
You know,
different
the
people.
most
But
powerful-
You seem to have no problem living in this country where
then
you are
all
an
the taxes
ethnic
are the same.
minority.
I don't care.
Ethnic
No
minority.
one's done everything to me.
Well, that is discriminatory,
Okay.
isn't it, to say you are ethnic minority?
Raj,
You're British.
wait, Raj, did you know that
what
there
do
were
you want me to do?
Sikhs?
There's indigenous
Did you know there were
population that are
Sikh?
British.
Raj, did you know there were Sikh governors appointed by the Mughals in Punjab? Did you know that?
Yeah, I do know.
Okay, so it was not
Those
like
Hindus as
them versus us. It wasn't like that. Even in Islamic Spain, when Muslims were the most powerful military existence in Northern Europe, or Western Europe rather, Western Europe, you know who was the Prime Minister? A Jewish man called Hazdai Ibn Shaprut.
Yeah, I know there's good relations between Jews and Muslims.
So why are you saying that it is like
I'm trying to say-
it is always
this is-
them versus?
this-
If it's them versus us, why is a Jew
Can I say
a
something?
prime minister for a caliph? A caliph, Abdurrahman III, the most powerful man in Western
Can I
Europe.
say something? That
Yeah.
may have been pretty good and applicable in the 6th, 7th, 8th, 10th, whatever century. I'm talking about 21st century today.
Yes.
If I was in a country and I had to pay jizya
Yeah.
for being a non-Muslim,
You're paying
I would-
jizya here.
I would no.
You're paying jizya
what
here.
Jizya am I paying?
You're paying
I'm paying a
tax.
tax, but so is
Yeah.
the next man. Christians pay the
Yes.
same as me.
Yes.
Muslim, Hindu.
Yes.
The jizya is a separate tax for non-Muslims, and
Okay.
that in itself is oppressive.
Okay.
Even if you have to pay more.
Why
than
is it
us,
oppressive? Why?
Because it's a them and us.
No.
We can never be
There's
part
no.
of the community.
Why is it them and us?
Less than
Are you called an ethnic minority here?
I've never been discriminated in
When
this
you
country.
no wait.
First of all,
When
I
you
don't
go
have none of
when you
this.
go and apply for a oh no Raj, sorry Raj, wait. When you apply for a job, Raj, sorry. When you apply for a job, what box do you tick? What box do you tick?
I normally say Indian or Punjabi.
Why are you even asked?
Because that's my
What-
ethnicity.
Okay, why are you being discriminated then? Why are they asking? Why is it them versus us?
Can I say something?
Why is it them versus us
In
then?
42 years, I've never felt discrimination.
Does
I wear a
it-
turban as well.
If you spoke to
Yeah, normally.
if you
But
spoke
I
to, if you spoke to a Jew living under the Ottomans in Jerusalem or living in Salonika or living in Islamic Spain, he never. In fact, wait, let me finish. There was a Jewish man writing in the 11th century. His name was Bahya bin Pakuda. He was a rabbi writing in 1085 CE in Cordoba. He writes that our living standards are even better than the Muslims. We are prosperous, we are happy the way we're living, and our standards are even better than the Muslims.
Can I say something?
This is a Jew. So if
You're
you
saying I'm
wait.
discriminated against.
If
I
you
don't feel like
spoke
I
to a
am.
Jew, if you spoke to a Christian living under Islam in Damascus when the Muslims took it, they would say, you know, they were crying.
I know, but what
When
is your
Muslims were
point,
leaving,
though?
they were crying. Where are you
That's the
going?
point.
Yeah.
I'm trying to say to you, I don't feel discriminated in this country.
You're
The
discriminating. You know,
tax is the same. If I'm paying
Raj, do you-
If I'm paying tax here in a company where there's a white person, a black person, a thing, we're all paying the same tax. It's
Okay.
named the same tax.
Right.
The problem I have is when you have something called jizya tax, and the Muslims pay another tax, you are automatically making it a them and us.
no, it's not.
It does happen.
It's not.
Human psychology
Okay,
is
wait,
like that.
wait. Jizya, no doubt, is charged from non-Muslims.
Is there a protection tax?
Protection from what?
Place of worship not being destroyed or people not being
Right,
hurt?
right.
But this seems like a
And do we
protection
need,
tax.
as the minority or the not?
you said even if it's
wait,
50-50,
Yeah, that's something. I'm
you
coming to
would
the.
still have to
This
pay
is the
it.
problem. Is you keep cutting me because
you're-
I'm about to make that
Yeah, go
point
on,
and you
go
cut
on,
me,
go on.
right? As the minority or not in power majority, you are always vulnerable to attacks, right? Why? Because you're not in power. You have lost power, right? Like, for example, how can I put it? There are so many examples in global history where the majority is not in power and it suffers, right? Okay, so you need protection from the state. The state must protect you. Now, your Gurdwara in Britain, if the Sikhs, for example, let's say for Khalistan, they did something like they were doing in the 80s. Okay, they ended up doing some terrorist attack somewhere. Some Sikh extremists end up doing it, and all the Sikhs now start feeling vulnerable in Britain. And next thing you see is someone is throwing, fire bombs into Gurdwaras.
You know that happens to us anyway.
Of course,
Because Muslims,
course.
people take Sikh for Muslims. So
Yeah,
we've
yes,
experienced it.
yes. So
We've
now
experienced
you
it.
need
It's not in the
what do you
hypothetical.
need now? What do you need? You need what?
We need the police to protect us. But
Thank
that's not a
you,
separate-
thank you, thank
that's
you,
not- we don't pay-
thank you.
But we don't,
State
we don't
protection,
pay
right?
a separate tax.
No, what
I pay
all?
the same tax as her,
No.
as these guys here, all
Okay,
the same.
okay.
The point I'm trying to say to you is just by its idea, the fundamental of having a jizya tax for the people of the book and the people who are Muslims not having the same tax system, whether they're paying less or more is irrelevant.
Okay.
If you don't like the law of the land, then you can leave that country.
All right, but just ask this
If he
question.
doesn't like that law, then he doesn't. Nobody
I
will
asked this
force
question
him to stay in
before.
Islamic
Now,
State.
you said before when I said if a Sikh person in Pakistan, say with the Sharia, is the Sikhs in the army, in the Pakistani army, if had to fight, you said we still have to pay jizya. So that argument
First of all, can I respond? Can I respond? Can I respond? First of all,
What I'm saying is, I said hypothetically.
can I answer the
saying that-
question?
so
Can
that particular argument
Can I
about-
answer the question?
But what we're talking about,
If a
you're saying-
Sikh, if a Sikh gentleman wants to serve in the Muslim army,
Yeah.
which they did,
Under
by the way,
Sharia.
no, during the time of Aurangzeb, did you know there were Sikhs fighting in the Mughal army for the Mughals? Did you know that? Did you know
said
that?
before,
No,
but
simple
you
answer.
said
Did you know
earlier-
that?
You said earlier, we got it on video. that
First of
a
all,
Sikh-
did you know that?
If a Sikh under Sharia,
Yeah.
in a Sharia compliant country,
Yeah.
was paying the jizya, he would still have to pay the jizya, even if he was fighting for the country.
Yeah.
This guy
No,
here
he
was
wouldn't.
saying that he would be
You're
exempt.
misunderstood.
He said he'll be exempt. So what is it?
Someone who is doing military service would be exempted.
You didn't say that earlier.
No, I didn't understand what you were saying at the
You
time.
did.
Maybe I missed the
We'll look
point.
back, but
Maybe
you said
we have
specifically.
precedents. We have precedents.
You made a mistake.
Yeah, I made a mistake. I probably misunderstood you. Okay, no problem. I can make mistakes. Yeah, I probably
don't you think
misunderstood
that's unfair
you.
then?
Maybe I didn't understand your question at the time. The point is, if Sikhs are doing military service, they wouldn't be paying jizya. Okay, wait.
I said choose the point.
Wait, brother, let me explain it very quickly. So, when it comes to Sikh history, the most beloved person to the Sikhs, one of the most beloved persons, is Guru Gobind Singh Ji, right? Guruji, you know where he died?
Yeah, I know.
He was killed by an assassin.
An assassin, yeah.
Right. Where was he and what was he doing?
He was resting in a tent.
And where was the tent?
He was on probably on a battlefield.
Where? Where?
It was a Nunford side. I remember.
Right.
I may be wrong.
What was he doing there?
He was at war, probably.
Who with?
The Mughals.
No.
Or-
He was in the Mughal camp. He was in the Mughal camp. He went to the Mughal emperor at the time, Bahadur Shah. Listen.
Yeah, but what is
One
the
of the
point of
sons,
this then?
well, the point I'm making is, he went to Bahadur Shah.
Yeah.
Guru Gobind Singh Ji went to Bahadur Shah, the Mughal emperor at the time, the son of Aurangzeb Alamgir, to complain to him about the governor of Punjab. Because wait.
I didn't say all the Mughals were bad.
No, listen.
Some of the Mughal rulers
Listen
were
to
good,
me. Listen to me.
including him.
Did you? Okay. Did
So
you know?
your argument's void anyway. Because I never said all the Mughals were bad.
Wait.
I said Aurangzeb
Okay,
was
wait,
bad.
Raj, if you let me finish. Did you know that Guru Gobind Singh Ji fought with one of the Mughal princes against another Mughal prince? He backed one prince against another, right? So the way now Sikhs, I'm generally speaking, I'm not saying exceptions, Sikhs have this impression in their mind, all Mughals,
No, we don't.
Aurangzeb, Alamgir,
don't.
murderers,
We don't.
killers,
We don't.
oppressors, right?
We have-
No, you don't.
No, it's
There are
not just
people
me.
out there.
No.
There are people out there that think like this, okay? But the Guruji himself was in the Mughal army fighting for the Mughals.
Most Sikhs who are educated know that even under Maharaja Ranjit Singh, we was only 15% of the area and 70% was Muslim.
Yes.
Most of the court was Muslim.
Yes.
So I understand that the Muslims and Sikhs have worked together. All I'm trying to say to you...
Actually, his prime minister was Muslim. His foreign secretary
I'm
was
trying to say
Muslim.
to you,
Fakir Azizuddin.
No, but what I'm trying
Yeah.
to say to you, under Sikh rule, there was no jizya tax. Everyone paid the same tax. What I'm trying to say to you, the jizya is oppressive
Do you know?
in its nature.
Okay, well, no.
Not about
When
whether you
Ranjit
pay
Singh
more.
was governing, what happened to Badshai Mosque? Wait. What happened to Badshai Mosque? Wait. When Maharaja Ranjit Singh was governing in Lahore, what happened to Badshai Mosque?
I don't know.
Go and check.
Yeah, I'll check.
Go and check.
Yeah, but
Okay.
what is
If what he did was wrong,
What I'm trying... You're not...
yeah.
the thing
Are
is
you going to use that as a
we
moral?
can't- we can't-
Oh, okay, fine.
That's me.
You
You would never
have
know
you
me.
ever lived under jizya?
It doesn't matter. I can...
No. Sorry.
I can put
Raj,
myself in that
you can't
situation.
have psychological feelings
Of
about
course I
something you
can.
haven't experienced.
Of course I can.
No, you can't.
Why not?
You can't.
Why not? I
You
can
can't.
think about how a piece of cake
Okay,
tastes.
no, Raj.
And I can taste it.
If you're saying having the idea of having 4 wives is psychologically depressing, I'm going to ask you, have you ever had it? You're going to say no. So I'm
That's
going
a
to say
complete
Raj.
red herring.
No. It's not
That's
red
a red
herring.
herring.
You have never lived.
I'm telling you,
As you-
as a minority, I would feel impressed. I would feel oppressed.
Have you ever lived under Islamic?
It doesn't matter.
No, it does.
It doesn't.
It does.
So
No.
we have to now instate an Islamic state.
Yes.
Just to prove my point.
Yes.
So
Yes.
we can't have any.
Otherwise,
arguments.
because
we can't
those
be-
who lived,
we can't be
because-
theoretical about anything.
Okay, Raj, there are 2 options we have. Can I finish now my point?
Yeah,
Can I finish? We have 2 options. We have one option, which is to listen to those who lived under Islamic protection as zimmis paying jizya. We have one option. That option is, and we have many testimonies historically. The other second option is listen to people like yourself and others attacking Islam. I'm not saying you're attacking Islam. There are others who use the same point. Listen to them talking about jizya, Ahlul Dhimma, and living under Islam. Which option would you rather choose as a reasonable person? Simple question.
Can you repeat that?
2 options.
Yeah.
Listening to someone who has experienced living under Islam, paying jizya, living as a dhimmi. Listening to him and his experience, okay, his testimony, and listening to someone else who has never had that experience. Whose testimony would you take more seriously?
But I don't know who that individual is who's giving me the
I'll tell you.
testimony.
Well,
He could be
I asked
retard for all I know.
Raj.
I
Okay,
don't
let's
know.
see if they're retards.
I'm just
First
saying-
question is, who would you
Unless
rather?
I only
Raj,
believe
come
you
on, man.
once I've
The
seen-
problem is I can't have a discussion
No.
like this. To have a fruitful discussion, who would you rather listen to as a reasonable man? Someone who experienced it or someone who has not?
Is it a Sikh person that's giving me that account?
Let's say Sikh. Who would
That's
you rather?
hypothetical. You said you can't give no
Who
hypothetical.
would you rather listen to?
You said you can't do no hypotheticals, but you're giving a hypothetical.
Who would you rather listen to? Simple question. Who would you rather listen to? Someone who has
If it was a
experience?
Sikh, yeah, and
Okay.
it was in this century,
Okay.
not the 6th century or the 7th century.
Raj,
Because times
you
have
want
changed now.
you want a teacher for your children. Who would you hire? Someone who has 10 years experience or someone who has no experience? Who? Simple
I've met
question.
some people that have no experience but have much more knowledge than someone who's been trained. So I don't go by that myself. as well.
Maghrib is going. I think we should. Raj, it was nice.
We're never
nice
gonna
talking
be,
to
but
you.
you're a good guy.
No problem. You're a good guy. I've got nothing against
Say
you.
hello to your
or
son.
sorry, I will.
And
I will.
I want to see if I
يا